Hi there and welcome to eTraining's spreadsheet training session looking at the if function today. You need to know the if function if you are going to be taking your functional skills ICT exam. It's also great to know for using at work if you're using spreadsheets at work, and sometimes if you're arranging trips, perhaps something like the one that I'm working on today, which is a theme park spreadsheet for a group of friends. The if function allows you to tell the spreadsheet to return a value based on a specific piece of information. For today, we're going to be using this piece of information in this red text box down here that the theme park returned to me. And it said, if the party cost is over £100, a discount of £12 applies to that party cost. If the party cost is under £100, no discount applies. I'm going to show you something before I carry on and show you how to carry out this function that you'll need to familiarise yourself with in order to learn the if function. The bottom right hand side of your keyboard, just above the space bar, there are two arrows. They're actually called syntaxes. You have a greater than or a less than. And they look, I'll put a space in between those. Greater than or less than. And something else we use when we're using the if function is our equals. So something might be greater than £100, less than £100, or equal to £100. And when we put in our function arguments later on, you'll see where these come into play. Just delete those from there. The first thing we need to start with when we're actually populating our column E with the discount that may apply is by clicking into the cell where we want our answer to appear. So on this occasion it's cell E4. Click on the function button. If is the first function that's available there. It is my most recently used function, so I'll select OK. And our function argument box will appear. As with most things, spreadsheets or Excel, they use lots of terminology that you may be unfamiliar with or that you may not really understand. You always get a little explanation down here, sometimes that helps. But today what I'm going to try and do is make things a little bit easier for you and keep things simple. The logical test is the first thing that you have to start with, the top box there. And that's you telling your spreadsheet what you want it to do. So what logical test applies to your spreadsheet? The first thing that applies is you saying, well, whatever is in cell D4, I've clicked on cell D4, see this little running bar around it, and D4 appears here in my logical test box. Whatever is in D4, if whatever is in D4 is greater than, I use that little arrowy thing at the bottom of my keyboard, if it's greater than £100, so I just type in 100. Now you'll see over here that's come up as true. That means whatever I put in there is a true value, and it's going to apply that through the formula that it's going to work on. If whatever I put in there is true, down here in my next box it says, what value do you want me to return if that is true? Well, if whatever is in cell D4, I'll just delete that from there, if whatever is in cell D4 is greater than £100, I need you to show me that there is a £12 discount. But what if, and here's the next box that we need to fill, what if that's false? What if it isn't over £100? Well, we know because we've got our text box down here that there's no discount. So I shall put in some zeros for no discount. Just going to click in the box above. You don't normally need to click in the box above, you can just select OK straight away, but I want to show you that all of my arguments are detailed down here. Okay? When you're happy with everything, select OK, and what you'll see happens is that £12 appears here because £110 is greater than 100, and so therefore there's a £12 discount for the Jones family. I'm going to paste that formula all the way down, and by pasting it's a much quicker way of completing that column. So I can see now that the Kerry family, the Rowley family, the Booker family and the Jassy family all have a £12 discount apply. There are lots of other times where you may use the if function. You may want to say, if I sell a house for over £50,000, I make a profit, or I don't make a profit. And you don't have to use numbers to populate columns, you can use words. If a group of children achieve something, they win a prize or they don't win a prize. It's red or it's blue. Have a play around with the if function, and certainly have a play around with this spreadsheet and see what you can do. Good luck with your if spreadsheet training, and make sure that you get in touch with eTraining if you need any further help or advice. Thank you.